Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be another video in which I sit down in front of the camera, I get my makeup, and I basically do my makeup look in front of the camera for you guys. This looks very similar to Ash's looks. Her channel name is Atlee for ease in the middle, but I'll put it down below if you guys haven't checked her out already. But I'm looking at the finished look and I'm actually thinking that I may or may not have been inspired by her unintentionally, but this look does resemble some looks that she has done in the past as well. So I just wanted to give her credit, so I'll just put her channel and her information down below. So if you want to learn how to create this look right here, then keep on watching. Okay, my friends, hello. Today I finally actually remembered to start off with a brow bone highlight. I feel like giving myself a pat on the back because usually I forget, but this is the Juvia's Place Festival palette, and I just applied this like very nice kind of like shimmery shade to my brow bone as a highlight. Now we're going in with this beautiful red color from the same palette, the Juvia's Place Festival, and I'm basically applying this into my crease. And I have been experimenting with this like way of just placing the color into my crease and essentially just winging the shadow out, so it creates like this like sort of like interesting shape that I'm kind of obsessed with. Let me know how you guys like it. I mean, I kind of really do. I'm then applying this color from the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I'm applying this to the inner portion of my crease using a rather fluffy brush because I do want this to be a little bit more blown out, but I am layering and layering the color again and again to really add a more opaque effect to the entire look. Then you gotta know I'm gonna be applying this color, this beautiful metallic, with my fingers onto my eyelid. And I think it's worth noting that I really wanted to try and experiment with not using any kind of glitter glue, not wetting my finger at all. This is the shadow going on completely dry, and it is looking pretty good. I mean, I do love to work with fingers a lot because I feel like that gives me a lot of pigmentation, but I think that this is looking really nice and really pretty. I'm kind of obsessed with how this blue is looking, especially with the red, but I did want to apply a little bit more detail, especially into the outer portion of my eyeshadow. And I did this by taking a small brush and just sketching out a rough wing and just applying some color in that area. I mean, you can see what I'm doing right here. I wanted to create this like exaggerated wing with my eyeshadow, and I was able to do that using a very precise brush. I'm then going to go in with a foundation. This is the Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. I did have some demarcation on my face, so I wanted to correct that by applying just a little bit of foundation to my face. And I like to apply my foundation either with my fingers or with a flat brush. Here I was doing a combination of both. And then what I do is I take a cleanish buffing brush and I just smooth the foundation into the skin. This creates a very natural look for my skin. It basically makes my skin look like skin, which I do love, and I'm able to apply just a little bit of foundation and really make an impact. Then I'm going in with this very beautiful bright orange color. This is going into my lower lash line using a pretty stiff brush, and then I'm extending the color outward to really just make the whole look come together. I really want to add to that winged effect. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that red, and I'm applying this specifically into my lower lash line to really just add some depth to that orange and make it more of a red orange. Then I was kind of experimenting with the idea of including a sky blue metallic in my inner corner as a highlight. I was layering and layering and layering some more, but I did realize that This was not as beaming as I wanted it to be, which is fine, because then what I ended up doing is I ended up going with this like very white shade and just putting a little bit on top, and that really did the trick as far as the reflective nature of the eyeshadow was concerned. It really added some beaming effect to my inner corner. Then I added a lemon head space paste glitter to my eye look, and this is in the shade Malibu, and I just applied that with my fingers. And then for some highlights, I just picked up the James Charles Morphe palette. It was sitting right next to me, so that's what I used, and I applied some of these like shimmery shades into my high points, or basically into my cheekbone area. Then I went in with this Milani bronzer, and I'm just applying a little bit of it to my cheekbone to really make my cheekbone pop and really make my face look a little bit more chiseled. And then I'm going in with a bright blue eyeliner. This happens to be from Colourpop. I believe that this is the shade called Bee Sting, but any bright blue liner that you have will do just fine. And I'm applying this into my lower lash line. I will admit that I was kind of inspired by the idea of really color matching the color of the glitter to the color of the liner, so that's why I specifically chose a blue liner for this step. Now I'm quickly doing my mascara. We're just going to speed through this because this is kind of boring. But then for lashes, I'm going to be applying the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. I will say that when it comes to like certain categories of makeup such as lashes or mascaras, I find one thing and I do tend to stick to it because I really like things to be a little bit fail-safe, and if things work brilliantly, I really don't see any need to completely change the way I do anything. Then I'm going to be going in with a very bright lip. This was like the perfect orangey red lip. I'll put the name of this lip color down below. It is from the Sephora collection, and I'm just applying this to my lips. This is a liquid lipstick, and I actually neglected to use a lip liner, which is completely fine, but I did end up having to sharpen that lip line, and I did so by taking a little bit of foundation and applying it with a very small detail brush to the outer corners of my lips to really sharpen that edge. I basically let it set for a little bit, and then I went in with a very stiff brush and started blending out that line just enough to really make sure that it didn't look too artificial, but to still provide a very sharp red lip effect. Now I'm going in with a little bit of gloss. I know for a fact that this is the Jordana Cosmic Glow Lip Gloss, and I believe that this is the number 1 shade, and I'm just applying this with my fingers. I really do like applying glosses with my fingers. It's something I've been doing lately, and I really do love the effect it provides. I just really like pushing the gloss into the skin. I feel like that provides a really beautiful effect, and also the added benefit of applying gloss with your fingers is that you really don't have to worry about the applicator getting all like just messed up and dirty. You just use your fingers and the applicator is pristine, it's clean, and you don't have to worry about your liquid lipstick actually getting on the lip gloss applicator. So that is an added perk. So that is the end of this look. This is the finished effect, and I hope you like it as much as I do. I personally really wanted to add like some of the glitter to just add some like just touch of like uniqueness to the look, and then I also wanted to add like this like bluish like purple kind of color as well, but I wanted it to be like a little bit more of like an exaggerated wing. And then of course there are like various touches of orange and red in this look as well, brought together by the orangey red lip. So it's kind of in my head like a spring sort of summer kind of look, but a little bit of both. Maybe it's kind of like a festival makeup look. I don't know. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.